Hello, my little beefcakes. Today we're gonna do a hip and hamstring stretch. Every exercise in this video is designed to be done for about 60 to 90 seconds or more if you want to be an overachiever. It should take you about 30 minutes to get through everything. It's less of a follow-along video and more of an inspirational kind of thing. If you're looking for a full stretch video where I take you through every single stretch and hold it for the designated amount of time, I want to offer online stretch classes through Skype, so please email me at pancakesandpower@gmail.com if you're interested in doing those. They'll be really cheap, like $5 to $10 a class, so get at me and we'll get flexy. Hopefully these stretches will help you out with your mobility. Enjoy.
Choose your destiny.
Please warm up before doing any static stretching ever in your life. So after that, we're going to start warming up with some pike stretches.
Round 1.
So try to touch your toes. If you can't get all the way down there, that's totally fine. Get to your comfort level. This is going to be a good stretch for the hamstrings. And kind of bounce in and out of it for a minute. And then come down to a solid hold. If you can go farther than your toes, put your hands behind your legs as shown. Now while we're still warming up a little bit, you can do these nice little pike walks, one foot in front of the other, kind of bounce a little bit, forehead to shin as shown. Grab some yoga blocks if you got them. If you don't, a book will work, but these are going to be a little bit cushier and more forgiving. It's going to be another pike stretch. You want your feet to be in line with one another. Put one foot on, just the ball of the foot, and bend down as you would in your other pike stretch. This is going to be a bit more intense. You're going to feel it all the way up the back of your leg. Don't forget to switch sides. We like to even everything out. And now we're going to do a seated pike. Point your toes and bend down and reach as far as you can. Try to keep a flat back. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. Just go as far as you can with that flat back. If you can reach your legs, you can grab onto them and pull yourself down. If you're farther than that, extend the hands as shown. And like I said before, we want to hold all of these stretches for 60 to 90 seconds. Now flex your toes and bend forward. This is going to be similar to that standing pike. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than the pointed toes variation. Cats everywhere. Now we're going to move on to our pancake stretch. So straddle the legs, align yourself over one of your legs and bend forward. We want to keep ourselves nice and square over that leg. Try to reach your forehead to your shin if possible and reach out as far as you can. Make sure you keep that other hip down on the floor. And now we go to the other side. Lick your toes if you want. Same thing, nice and square over the leg and reach as far as possible while keeping both hips on the ground. And now for the full pancake, you're gonna bend forward as far as you can. Clearly, the goal is to be flat like a pancake, but if you can't go that far in the beginning, just go as far as you can using a flat back. Try not to round like this, but flatten out. It may feel like you're arching, but you're not. And then hold. You can bounce in and out a bit, but keep going back to that hold. And next, we are going to do a side body stretch. So one arm underneath, one arm over, keeping that bottom shoulder inside your leg and rolling the top shoulder back to open the chest. And reach out as far as you can while keeping both hips pressed to the ground. And now we do the other side. It may be tough to breathe in this position, but it'll be worth it in the end. And now we go back to the center. You may be able to go farther than before because you're going to be a little bit more warmed up on this stretch. And now we have what's called the fire log.
Fight.
So you're going to put one foot on top of your knee and it's going to kind of stretch this outer leg muscle here. Yes, that's the scientifically correct term. And you're going to press your top leg down, and if you can bend forward slightly, but if that's too much pressure on your knees or your muscle, then you can just sit back up. And press the stretch down using your arms and legs. And now we switch sides, cross the other leg over on top, lean forward if you can, and hold. Now here's the really fun stuff. We're going to go down into a lunge, doesn't matter which side.
Round 4. Fight.
And you're going to squeeze your glutes and press your hips toward the ground. You want to keep both of them facing forward. You don't want to be all sprawled out to the side like that. You want to be nice and square. And continue to squeeze the glutes and press downwards. Keep your hands on your knee and not on the floor. And now we're going to lean back. You want that back leg to be at a 90-degree angle. And you're going to go down toward, you can flex the foot as well to get a little deeper into the stretch. And of course now we switch sides. Remember to make sure those hips face forward, squeeze the glutes, and press into the floor. Keep the chest up, and now lean forward on that front leg, keeping that back knee at a 90-degree angle. Flex the foot if you'd like. Aim the forehead towards the shin. And now grab a towel or a blanket or something squishy and cushy because we're about to put our knee right on the floor. You want to slide your back leg right up into the wall. And we're going to go back into that lunge like we were just in. But instead of pressing forward, you're going to press back into the wall, and you should feel the stretch very intensely on that quad. And now you can press forward, keeping those hips square. Use your arm to brace yourself into position, but once again, we want to keep the hands on the knee. This is going to be quite an intense stretch on the hamstring and hips. And now grab one of your blocks if you'd like and place it under where your hips are going to be. We're going to slide that front leg straight into the ground. Only slide down it as much as is possible and try to keep your hips square and facing forward. Your back leg should stay straight up and down, perpendicular to the floor, and not be moving inwards. If you're really awesome, you don't need a block. You can slide down as far as you can and just hold yourself up using your arms. Let's be honest, the stretch really sucks, but it's real good for you. I'm not showing the other side, but please don't forget to do the other side. Also, it's really hard to get out of this stretch.
Fatality. It's official. You suck.
And now kind of a cool down stretch. You're going to stand right up next to that wall and we're going to go back into our pike. Congratulations, you've made it through this entire hip and hamstring stretch. It's pretty brutal, right? Anyhow, thank you for watching, and please let me know if you'd like to see more things like this, or if you have any questions about stretching and mobility.